Oh, welcome back. In this course, we have been talking about cultural identity, stereotypes, and what happens when the professional world you were trained for turns out to operate by completely different rules. And today's guest knows this from the outside. Oksana Knyazeva is a strategic marketer and brand positioning specialist based in Poland. She's the creator of KNYAZEVABRIDGE, an ecosystem of workshops, strategy sessions, and mentorship for executives who are rethinking how they present themselves professionally across cultural and geographical borders. Oksana, if I haven't mentioned anything, please feel free to add something.
Hi, everyone, and hi, Olga. Just thank you for this presentation. It's just the perfect. Yeah, everything which should be said is said by you. Thank you.
Mhm. Well, Oksana, you built KNYAZEVABRIDGE in Poland after a career in Belarus. What made you take that step, and what did you not expect about starting over professionally in a new country?
The skills that I was using in Belarus are not the skills that were needed here in Poland.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that I noticed when I came here to Poland that I couldn't speak marketing language or in
Mm.
the language of this country. So Knyazeva Bridge needed the transformation. Yeah. Again, it's the bridge. It's about me. It's about entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was very logical and natural. Did understand that no matter what, no matter whether I found the job,
Mm-hmm.
whether I would work for the company, this or that companies, so my Knyazeva Bridge would also be with me, would always be with me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was natural, Um, and there was the thought that has been always with me. I would create something,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
So marketing language is also different in different countries. And
100%.
yeah, like what do you mean by saying that you had to adjust your marketing language or you had to learn something new?
You know, or, being the marketing professional means that you should speak to people. You should share your ideas. You
Mm-hmm.
should make to assure people that your ideas are valid,
Mm-hmm.
validate your ideas. Yeah. And you don't speak good Polish, or you speak the language that is not good spoken in this country, or good spoken only in the IT companies or in the international companies. So, and for me, it was a huge challenge to present my ideas, to speak marketing in the language that I didn't speak. I mean, the Polish language. That's the
Mm-hmm.
first challenge. And the second language,
Mm-hmm.
the second challenge was that, you know, you think that marketing is marketing even in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
It's marketing. So,
Yeah.
yes, what can be simple and complicated at the same time? The
Mm-hmm.
same concepts, the same
Mm-hmm.
ideas. So everything is the same, but not. Different understanding of marketing,
Mm-hmm.
and different culture of business, different culture of communicating the businesses in the market. And for me, I understood that what I needed is to work for the Polish company
Mm-hmm.
and to understand the level and what do those people think, or what do they mean while making marketing, while speaking marketing. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it was different.
And the thing is that Poland and Belarus are neighboring countries, and some may think the cultures are quite similar too. So, do you agree with that? And why or why not? What are the most striking differences in marketing or in other attitudes?
Uh, you know, All right, for instance, in marketing,
Mhm.
in Belarus, for instance, the marketing specialist is the person who is doing a lot of things,
Mhm.
from ordering the business cards to preparing the participation in the exhibition or at the conference.
Jack of all
Uh,
trades.
exactly, yeah.
Mhm.
And, I do accept this
Mhm.
position. I do understand that, yeah, it's the destiny of the marketing specialist,
Mhm.
the jack of all trades. Yeah, I do understand that. But here it's a bit different.
Mhm.
What is valued is that you are the specialist in something in the special field, either in Google Analytics or in marketing strategy or in uh, search engine optimization. Yes.
Mhm.
So you should be the professional in something. You cannot be the jack of all trades.
Mhm.
And what is more important is that the person who is responsible for the marketing in the company, this person is responsible for the decisions taken.
Okay.
And very
Mhm.
often I heard, so Oksana, it's your responsibility to decide. So we have these, and these options, but you're the person to decide.
Mhm.
And I was the person to decide, and I was the person to take this responsibility. So that was a complete difference. And, the marketing director, for instance, didn't
Mhm.
have this responsibility in Belarus, for instance, at least at the companies that I've been working for and with.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
see.
the
So a bunch of
specialization.
differences.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, exactly.
Mhm. Wow. And breach is in the name of everything you do. And what are you breaching exactly? And who are the people on either side?
What is the bridge? Well, see, look at the bridge.
Mhm.
So you are starting your journey, you're walking along the bridge or on the bridge, and
Mhm.
you are supposed to come from one shore or river bank to another one. So,
Mhm.
and actually, if you look at this, so it's a different level.
Mhm.
So bridge is actually the metaphor for what I'm doing, helping the companies and the professionals to come over this bridge, to enter the new level. So for the company to become more recognized in different markets
Mhm.
or with different products, or to make the company visible
Mhm.
in in this or that target audience. For the professionals, it's to enter a new level,
Mhm.
or to come to how to say it, what I will tell about myself. So
Mhm.
I've been living a long of time, all my life in
Mhm.
Belarus, and now I'm changing the context. And actually, I'm helping myself to cross this bridge
Mhm.
from one side to another side. Yes, because I'm not there, but not yet here. So I'm in between. And this journey is a challenging one.
Mhm.
So you are learning new culture, you are learning business culture and personal culture, you are learning the language and new nuances and new details. You are learning a lot of things, and you're becoming, uh, you're building a new identity in a new context.
Mhm.
So, if coming back to my clients, to the professionals, so they have 15, 20 years of experience, but they are in a new context. And on one day, this context is not valued anymore.
Mhm.
And we need to repackage the professional background and to
Mhm.
adapt to this professional background new identity, yeah, to
Mhm.
a new context. And while repackaging this professional background, I'm helping those people to walk along this bridge from one point to another point. With the companies, the same, because the
Mhm.
Belarusian companies come to this country and they are doing the same things that they were doing in Belarus. But people here, the
Mhm.
customers here in this country, they don't want those things. They want different things. So
Mhm.
So, and then the company should rethink or redesign its product portfolio, its market proposition. So it's a different work, you know. For
And
instance,
mhm.
okay, yeah,
And if we get like straight to the point, do you have any particular examples in your mind? Like when you
about
had to repack a personal
yes.
identity, and somehow adapt it to the culture the person finds himself or herself in.
I've got a couple of clients
Mhm.
that we are working under the transformation of them. So
Mhm.
it's a transformation
Mhm.
actually, because for instance, when I came here myself, I'm a very good professional, you know, and I was thinking, okay, just I would apply to Google, I would apply to Ernst& Young, and
Mhm.
voila. No, that doesn't work like this. Just it's a completely different story. And the same story is with my client. She's trying to apply to the telecommunication companies here in
Mhm.
Poland. She was a brilliant specialist in Belarus. Yes, a top manager, C-level. But here she's not. No one knows about her. You
Yeah.
know. Yes,
Mhm.
and that's the problem. And she needs to become visible. So,
Mhm.
and my task or my work is about making her visible
Mhm.
for those companies for whom she is the perfect fit. But the journey to make her visible is,
Mhm.
again, is a challenging one, because first she should accept, this person should accept that, okay, so what was working there doesn't work here.
Yeah.
And we are making the audit of all the strengths, of all the weaknesses,
Mhm.
what was good, what wasn't good. And for instance, today during the
Mhm.
mentorship session, she told me, you know,
Mhm.
there are some positions that I would never ever agree to work for, you know,
Mhm.
never ever, because even for the sake of experience,
Mhm.
you know. So, and we need to think what maybe what from her experience might be valuable on this market. So the audit, then the target audience, we need to
Mhm.
define, you know, and she wants to work at the A type companies, yeah.
Mhm.
But to come to these A type companies here in Polish culture, which is rather conservative, yeah, we must admit this. So, and we are foreigners, yeah, even if we are huge experts, yeah, but we need to gain this reputation before we can apply to these companies. So, and where to gain the reputation. So we are
Mhm.
determining with her what companies she can apply to,
Mhm.
and where she will be fine. Oh, yeah. So that's it. Then the positioning, whether she should repackage her LinkedIn profile or leave it as it is, and but think about cover page or cover letters
Mhm.
when applying to this or that position. So it's like the complete strategy, a new strategy that we need to think. And sometimes it's very difficult for the professionals to accept that what was working there, it doesn't work here, because you don't have social capital. You don't
Mhm.
have this social proof. You don't have
Yeah.
networking.
Mhm.
Your language is so, so it's um, it's a long journey. Uh, so that's what I'm doing.
Mhm. And when you work with clients from a post-Soviet background who are trying
Yeah.
to build a professional brand in Western European market, what is the biggest thing that holds them back? Is it a cultural trait, or is it something personal, or it depends? What can you say to this?
We're talking about something very invisible, you
Mhm.
know. On the surface, you don't notice them,
Mhm.
but you will definitely notice them when you are integrating in this society, when you're integrating in this community.
Mhm.
So the first thing that was noticeable for me, that we come here, we expect, for instance, the same level of service.
Uh-huh.
We expect that everyone is happy to see us.
Yeah.
No, not everyone and not
Uh-huh.
happy. Yes, so and
Point. Mm-hmm.
yes, and you understand that here, for instance, in the companies, sometimes they don't want from you to be effective and
Uh-huh.
to offer effective something effective decisions. No, they don't want effective decisions. They just work normal, just the decisions that they get used to.
Uh-huh.
So, and when you are trying to push or when you are trying to say, oh, we need to fix here and here and here, you should work like this, and this. No, just stop. Just you should understand your scope of responsibilities. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So, and it's not enough just to say, oh, we need to do like this, and we will be happy. No, 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 no. It's not about this. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you should understand the culture, the way people communicate.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sorry, and how they communicate. Yes. So, what is the distance?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, between people and who is responsible for what and where who is to decide, yeah,
Uh-huh.
there. So,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
so just those nuances and what is leadership here, yes. And for instance, you might be confused
Uh-huh.
because the culture, for instance, here is very human and human centered, and people are talking with you. So,
So
um,
they try to build this personal connection.
they love to build this
Mhm.
personal connection, yes, sir. And they're talking with you. For instance, when I started working in a Polish company, yes, you know what they expected from me?
Mm.
They expected from me to tell them about Belarus, to tell them about my city, to tell them about my food, what the
Uh-huh.
traditional food. So, but I didn't do this. I thought,
Uh-huh.
no, they don't need it. So
Yeah.
I decide for them what
Uh-huh.
they need and that they
Uh-huh.
don't, you know? And that is confusing. So, but people were, I was a foreigner, one
Uh-huh.
foreigner in the Polish company, and they were uh, 100%, they were interested in my
Uh-huh.
background, in my culture of my country, so everything. But I was thinking that,
It was kind of an invasion
yeah,
into your
exactly.
personal space. Mhm.
Yes, until one colleague she was very kind,
Mhm.
Carola, and she told me, Oksana, just please tell us something about this and that. Yes, and
Uh-huh.
then I took from Belarus just Belarusian sweets, and explained what is what, and just told them about the country, about the traditions. So that is interesting, but on the other
Uh-huh.
side, on the one side is
Uh-huh.
human relations and people are treating you like human, very respected. But uh, on the other side, it doesn't mean that they wouldn't demand from you the accomplishment of your tasks. No,
Uh-huh.
you can work from where you can appear at the office twice a week, for instance.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
it doesn't mean that everyone forgets about your tasks. No,
Yeah.
here is
Uh-huh.
very strict. Yes, what should be done should be done. So
Uh-huh.
if you promise something, just please do this. But you can explain that, through some circumstances, I'm late. Okay, it's okay, but you should speak about this. Yeah, no
Uh-huh.
one will kill you for this. Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
the difference in management is huge.
Uh-huh.
That
Oh,
one.
this is interesting. I mean that it doesn't matter how many sweets you will bring, the deadline should be met.
100% plus 50.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, but it's a much more, in my opinion, and for me, it's much more pleasant and much more constructive to work in the atmosphere of partnership,
Uh-huh.
just where you are treated like a person, not like just someone who just need to do the tasks,
Mhm.
just and the tone of voice, the style of communication,
Mhm.
so the style of leadership, just that was a huge difference,
Mhm.
you know, for me, yeah.
And in what way? A provocative question.
A provocative question. Yeah, it looks like on the one side you will see that everything is very relaxed.
Mhm.
You can speak about nature, you can speak about weather, you can speak about your weekend, your
Mhm.
family, whatever. But it
Mhm.
doesn't mean that you shouldn't work. You're working, you know. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You are performing, you're accomplishing your tasks,
Mhm.
but this style of communicating, this style of management is more appropriate for me. I prefer to talk with people and to explain. Oh, and also very interesting
Mhm.
in our culture, in Slavic culture.
Mhm.
So if the manager tells you what to do,
Mhm.
he doesn't or she doesn't need to explain why. Yeah. So
Yeah.
why you should do that. Just
Mhm.
go and do. And that's it.
Exactly. Mhm.
Yes. Here, the manager is explaining to
Mm.
you why you should do this and where is your task in the general scope
Mhm.
of
Yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Mhm.
why your work is important. So, why your contribution is vital. So, and I think it gives more sense to your work because every day
Mhm.
we are coming to the work, you're doing something. So in my opinion, it will motivate you more
Yeah, it's
than
more
you just
transparent.
it's
Like,
more
you know why.
transparent.
Mhm.
Yes, you know why, yeah. And also, that's one point. Another point
Mhm.
is the style of communication and the style, the words we use. For instance, this question, why you didn't do this? This
Mhm.
question, yeah. Just it's the it looks like someone already
Mhm. Mhm.
accuses you, like
Mhm.
so you are
Wow.
bad. You didn't do this. So why? Here it's more natural to hear what were the obstacles? Yeah, what were the obstacles there? You didn't do this.
Mhm.
So what and how are are the words that replace this why?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. For instance, how you're going to do this, and how you're going to explain
Mhm.
this to the boss, or how you're going uh, uh, to show the performance, for instance. Yeah, just
Mhm.
it's like this. So that's also interesting. So the words, even the words we're using, they are different. And if you are not prepared for this, if no one uh, told you before, so that the communication here is like this, and this. Or,
Mhm.
for instance, just the first months I used in professional chats, I used this. I don't know how to say it. This uh, like part of the smile.
Ah, yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
bracket. A
Like the
bracket,
bracket, yeah,
smiling
yeah.
bracket.
Yes, the smiling bracket. And
Mhm.
I used to them a lot,
Mhm.
just not
Mhm.
just one, but three, five, and my colleagues, my subordinates, they didn't understand what is that. What the hell I am doing?
What are you happy about all the
Uh,
time?
no, they're
Mhm.
not. They didn't understand, and they're googling it. They
Okay,
were
smile.
googling it,
Mhm.
and then one girl just asked me, Oksana, we were Googling, but we still didn't understand why were doing this constant times. And I told them, it's part of smile, and that means I'm happy. But
Yeah.
because they use different emojis, but not just part of this. So even at this
Making.
tiny
Mhm.
detail, and when you are integrating into
Mhm.
some different cultural communities, so just every detail counts,
Mhm.
And so,
Yeah, so this
yeah.
is interesting. I mean, yeah, so a lot of details should be kept in mind. Mhm.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said there. So at least read or just studied your course and before just even how you're behaving and how you're speaking at the team's meeting, you know?
Mhm.
So that counts as well. So therefore,
And
I think that your course is really cool. That
and
will
and what
help to avoid a lot of confusions, you know? Just oops, and that's it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like to stop assuming that everybody is doing the same everywhere. If especially if we're talking about business. So people guess that yeah, so personal life is personal life, friendship is friendship, but when it comes to business, it goes the same everywhere, but it's not. It doesn't.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is not. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there is a certain type of modesty that is deeply ingrained in Eastern European professional culture.
Yeah.
So that, especially about Belarusians, we say that we are very tolerant, we shouldn't stand out, we shouldn't oversell yourself, and kind of average is enough. How do you work with that or against it? And based on your experience with your clients, how do you help them to deal with this trait? Or do you do this at all?
Yes, sir.
Mm,
Once I heard that, just I will just translate it from Russian.
mhm,
There is a good Russian expression that the modesty is the way to being unknown.
mhm,
And that's I agree with this, though I'm also from time to time I'm struggling with the modesty myself.
mhm,
We used to think that if you are a good professional, even a great professional,
mhm,
or if you have a very good product, so it will be sold by itself or by himself herself. Yeah,
mhm,
that doesn't work like this. Money goes towards noticing. So you
mhm,
should be visible. You should be noticed there. And to become visible and become noticeable, you need to speak up for yourself. And just you shouldn't keep silent because of your modesty. And it's a challenge for the Belarusian clients and for the Belarusian companies. Uh, the challenge to speak up for yourself, or
mhm,
yes, to talk and to speak about yourself, to present yourself. For instance, there was the requirement
mhm,
from me um, uh, to create the elevator speech. So
mhm.
it's easy peasy. Well,
For
no.
you.
Yes, yes, exactly. No, it's a
Mhm,
huge problem. Yes, to create the elevator speech,
mhm,
just for the company, for the specialists in this company. And the elevator speech and learning it by heart is one way to cope with the modesty. At least
mhm,
you know who you are, for what companies you are great, and what makes you different from your competitors. And that's
mhm,
the way you presented me at the very beginning is the type of the elevator speech, So
mhm,
and it's done perfectly. Yeah. So that is how one way to cope with it. And yes.
mhm. So it may be one recommendation
The elevator
from.
speech,
Mhm,
yes, to create, to learn it by heart. In real life, your elevator speech is what is written in your about section in the LinkedIn profile. So
mhm,
that is your elevator speech. So my client, for instance, learned it by heart before going to the conference.
mhm,
That's
mhm,
the way to do this. The second recommendation: start writing, start expressing yourself. If you are very modest to speak up, to be on the stage, just write posts, share your expert opinion. So why not? Just at least with small steps, small steps help, and just feel this, not approval, but feel this. recognition,
Mhm.
that you are recognized experts, someone is commenting you, someone is putting the likes. So that works, just to show up is very important. Just
Mhm.
find my recommendation is find apart from the LinkedIn profile, just find the most comfortable way for yourself, or just if you don't like networking, just find
Mhm.
something different. Organize yourself,
Mhm.
organize by yourself the networking event. If you're an introvert.
Yeah.
So
And if we go back to your professional identity, you
okay,
have developed it working in the UK,
yes,
right? US,
yes.
Slovenia, Poland, Belarus. So, do you remember any particular examples of how these countries influence your professional image?
Or I would say that for me,
Mm-hmm.
my professional identity
Mm-hmm.
is I'm the person of the world, the cosmopolitan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that I belong to this or that country. In my philosophy, in my professional identity, so the world is huge, and there are different opportunities on this world, different people, and that what makes this world nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I do love the UK approach to people's distance,
Mm-hmm.
and personal territory. So I do value this, and I do appreciate every time they are invading in your territory, personal territory. So they will tell you, "Oh, sorry."
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, but that's in the UK. Here in our Slavic countries, and while working with the Slavic people,
Mm-hmm.
saying often sorry while invading to other territory is there considered like your weakness,
Mm-hmm.
all right, so that's it. So that's the difference. In the UK, being polite means being polite, and
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to treat people with kindness and politeness. And even if you don't, yeah, if you don't agree with the opinions, you have the construction in the language that will
Mm-hmm.
enable you to express your disagreement, but in a polite way,
Mm-hmm.
So, and in England, what I like also when you are doing something, always the border between the personal evaluation and about between the professional evaluation. You're a good person, but um, your task and your project is not good. So,
Mm-hmm.
this dividing. In Slavic countries, everything is just a
Yeah.
complete mess. A
Mm-hmm.
person, the way he's performing, so just a complete mess. Yes, everything is mixed up. So that what I like most. In the US, I love their respect for any kind of job. Any kind
Mm-hmm.
of job is
Mm-hmm.
respected. So they don't like lazy people who don't do anything. So, and just any types of job is
Mm-hmm.
being respected. So that's really just for me. It's there's no good or bad
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Yes, and for the immigrants, it's very important to understand that any kind of job
Yeah.
is being valued. So that is from the U.S. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all right, and for me it was just a lot of things. For instance, in the U.S. They used to tell you, so if you need help,
Mm-hmm.
just knock at the door and
Mm-hmm.
ask, just
Yeah.
pronounce
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you tell
Yeah.
that you need
Mhm.
help and what exactly do you need and what you want that the other person would do for you. So
Mhm.
just be straightforward,
Mhm.
So, and I used to use this recommendation in my life, just exactly tell what you need from this and that person. And a lot of different things are so these are the two countries that influenced me
Mhm.
for the huge degree. For the
Yeah,
huge
it's like
degree.
it reminded me of the phrase that you humans have like billions of words. Why don't you use them to express what you want? Yeah,
Exactly, yes. So do
sometimes
you
we
think
don't.
that
Hmm.
another person is will somehow
Get.
guess
Mhm.
what you are? So it's not.
Yeah, we do not
So
have this magic powers. Hmm.
unfortunately,
Yeah, probably fortunately. So
maybe.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So and I guess that this kind of thing maybe also applied to Europe. I mean that all different types of jobs are valued. Like that you are not required to get high education to enter university and so on. If you're pretty good with college and you like being, I don't know, whatever you would like to be, nobody will push you to enter university.
No,
Like
no,
in
no,
Belarus, for instance.
no, it's not needed.
So,
It's up to you to decide.
mm-hmm,
No, if you want, just go. And you can go to the university at the age that you feel you need it.
mm-hmm,
So whatever. So it's not obligatory.
yeah,
And here in Poland, I suddenly
mm-hmm,
recognize that you can be
mm-hmm,
here,
mm-hmm,
whatever you want to be, or whoever you want to be.
mm-hmm,
But the problem is when you are losing your old identity and you are just working on this bridge, or
mm-hmm,
my recommendation, not to become something new, but
mm-hmm,
to rely on what your superpower already, and
mm-hmm,
to rely on your superpower.
mm-hmm,
So, because you have that is your strategic asset, your superpower. You need to repackage it, but
mm-hmm,
it is the core. You can be whoever, but your superpower is with you, you
mm-hmm,
know? Because while entering other businesses or different companies and integrating into this society, you will have a lot of unexpected things or behavior, emotions, or reactions,
mm-hmm,
whatever. And so you will have more than enough to
mm-hmm.
learn and to discover. So let this core be with you always. Just,
Beautiful.
yes, at least there for the first period. Then you will learn more.
Mm-hmm,
You might go to the university or
mm-hmm.
whatever. Yes, but while walking on this bridge, your core superpower is your strategic asset. So,
Okay. I guess that everyone who sees this interview will try to find their superpower and try to recalibrate it, probably
yeah,
depending on the market and so on. But keep this score. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. And well, if we're talking about some striking things, when you arrived in Poland, was there anything that somehow took you aback, that surprised you, and you were like, oh, I didn't know it works like this? Probably some minor things, not only about business, but about everyday life.
Um, Everyday life,
Hmm.
what made me surprised in a good way?
Hmm. Or in a negative way.
Okay, I will talk about getting, but first about positive. So
Okay.
a
Hmm.
lot of bikes are ways, or
Hmm.
yeah, bikes infrastructure. And, I started riding the bike.
Oh.
Yes, sorry. I s- I started using the public transport,
Hmm.
and I started to walk a lot,
Hmm.
you know, and I didn't have that in my country.
Hmm.
Or I used to drive a car a lot and enjoyed it. Work, home, work, home, work, home, and in between the car.
Hmm.
And that is one thing. Another thing is that uh, here you have the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You have the weekend. Yeah. So the weekend is for recharging, and no one is working on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
At least the majority.
Yeah.
And the manager, your boss, will never ever text you after your working hours. It
Mm-hmm.
is forbidden. So isn't it cool?
Yeah, it's great. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's great in my opinion. So it is forbidden, and you should uh eh, just, oh, I apologize for this, but in case of something extraordinary happened,
Mm-hmm.
so that's it. So that what made me feel that's great,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's it. What what strikes me as well is the culture of lines. Everyone here likes staying in the line for the ice cream, for the
Letting the time pass. Mm-hmm.
for the breakfast on Saturdays. It's like the national entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, however, yes, it is. It's true. It's a social interaction. It's
Mm-hmm.
like everyone is staying in the line, la 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 la, and it's like, that's interesting. Though, though it's shocking at
Mm-hmm.
first because you think, oh, coming back to the USSR, but no,
Yeah.
it's like this. Negative, I wouldn't say negative, but I think that I sometimes bureaucracy
Mm-hmm.
that is negative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sorry. And you need to understand how this administration is working. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's a completely different story. So different, different universe, and that that require different approaches. So
Mm-hmm.
that is a negative.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not negative. Maybe it's just the way it is working here. It's
Mm-hmm.
negative for me,
Mm-hmm.
but here it is
Yeah.
the way it
In
should work.
Germany, it's the same. So bureaucratic things take a lot of time. And, but then the time comes and you just get used to it. You think, okay, what can I do? I cannot change it.
Yeah, I cannot change it. Yeah, there are
Mm-hmm.
things that you can influence, and there are things that you cannot. Just
Yeah.
accept.
Okay. And well, so what's one thing you wish IT and business professionals from Eastern Europe understood about how they're perceived in Western European professional contexts? And what would you tell them to do differently? Or just one more recommendation from
In
you?
my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, in my opinion, my recommendation, yes,
Mm-hmm.
is first to learn how to
Mm-hmm.
show up. Yeah. Then speak up for yourself. Even being a foreigner doesn't mean you don't have rights. You have
Mm-hmm.
rights.
Mm-hmm.
And just speak up for yourself. And just know your borders and protect them. So
Mm-hmm.
that needs to be done. So be open. The
Mm-hmm.
world is different, and this diversity makes it so nice. Or so stay curious. Just if you don't understand something, just it's curious. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting. Yes, just say. Sometimes it will help a lot and will avoid unnecessary stress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe this and speak the language, or just speak the language. Love speaking on it. It gives you a lot of comfort, much more
Yeah.
comfort, and it's the respect to the people that you are working for and with. So maybe this.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
the
mm-hmm.
last are
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
when I came to Poland, I was trying to mimic the aesthetics. I was thinking hard. Clothes and fashion is very important to me, and I was trying to figure out what is the aesthetics here. Yes, And I was thinking that I should mimic
Mm-hmm.
to the women here. And then my recommendations, don't do this. Just you shouldn't mimic this. Your identity, your visual identity is a visual identity,
Mm-hmm.
unless it's a dress code in the corporation you're working for. So just be yourself, be authentic. So, and now I'm
Thank you.
doing and
Mm-hmm.
wearing what I want.
Well, sounds inspiring. So, thank you, Oksana, for your time and for the interview, some insights, and for making good things beautiful and making talented people visible. So, yeah, thank you a lot. And I hope that it was also interesting to you.
Yes, exactly. So I would love to watch this interview, and I hope that will give some ideas to those who will learn and study on your course, and that is valuable. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you. So, bye for today. Mhm.
Bye.